And now we present part 2 with D LOC. Due to heavy wind conditions, we have rescheduled the interview, so you will be getting a new, fresh interview from D LOC when time permits.
Before you kicked off the whole Crippin' phenomenon, they didn't have any cliques or gangs or any of that stuff? The older guys above you, they didn't have their own little scene going on?
No, I didn't see it. Because like I said, the older dudes, like in their 60s and their 70s or whatever, they would say, you know, they was kind of confused. They'd go one place, they say they from Venice, and they say from Santa Monica.
So look, a lot of people don't know about a neighborhood in Santa Monica called the Pico neighborhood.
Yeah, that's people, a lot of people, my people stayed in Santa Monica too.
Yeah.
When my mother got old, she moved to Santa Monica. Her and my father, they lived in Santa Monica. And then they moved back to Venice.
So Santa Monica had a black enclave just like Venice.
Just like Venice.
Yep.
Half the people from Venice lived in Santa Monica. People lived in Santa Monica.
By the early 20th century, African American families, many seeking to escape the worst of Jim Crow segregation in the South, had settled in Santa Monica.
I heard the blacks in Venice and the blacks in Santa Monica are with a lot of family ties.
Yeah, we got along.
That's what I'm saying.
And from Clover City, Mark Garden Project.
Yeah. Most of them say Venice because there was more dudes down there from Venice. And then, you know, just like back in the days, the Mansfields would go to jail and they claim PBG or Marvin. You feel me? But they wasn't getting money guys. You know what I mean? It's the same thing, you know? And I got into it with one of my older homies about 2 months ago about that. I was like, nah. Ain't nobody from Room 10 because there wasn't none of that going around. Grave Yard took it to another level.
When we first started being the Shoreline Crip, Dennis Thurman them, you know, that used to play professional football and all that crew and things of that nature. Dennis Thurman them, they, I don't know so much about that he was one of the ones.
No,
but they air, but they air was what they call themselves Bayfront. They first called themselves Bayfront Crips. Cause we were Shoreline Crips, so they tried to name themselves kind of close after. So they tried to name themselves Bayfront Crips before they was Grave Yard Crips, and then it was Grave Yard after the fact.
Give me a roll call of the original 5 or 10 Grave Yard Crips. Who are they?
Big D LOC, that's me. Big Satch, One Punch, Ron Dennis, B. I want to say, but this dude, he wasn't like, say, yeah, I'm gonna put him in TC, Big TC. He don't even come here anymore. He done, you know, he done done some shit, you know, and that's fine. And basically, to be honest with you, that's like, oh, my homie Tone Dog, and Pluke, and Wolf, my homie Wolf.
These guys you named are the original founders of Grave Yard. Were they claiming anything before that? So when did the pop locking stop and when did the cripping begin? What year was this?
I remember pop locking at 12, 13, and then that's when it all, you know, like that escalated 14. I went to juvenile hall, like I said, 13, then 14, and after that it was a wrap.
Well, in West LA, they kind of give their pop locking era kind of ended in 79, 80, and then that's when they started cripping.
Absolutely.
Is that the same for Santa Monica?
I would say so, yes, sir. Yes,
Go back to when you came up with the name.
Oh, and like I say, Mr. B, he went to juvenile hall. I just came up with the name as some playing shit because back in the days, like I say, in the 70s, the graveyard, you couldn't go in the graveyard. It was 4 ways in. It's shut off now. So we used to sneak in there and hop the gate at night. Therefore, you don't know, the police ain't gonna come in there. You know what I'm saying? We in there probably 11, 12 deep, smoking, got girls in there doing whatever in the graveyard. You know what I'm saying? And I happened to come up with the name. I was like, we'd be hard. That's what Virginia Park Playboy. And I was like, we wasn't really set as being Virginia Park, but it was just a name that we was, like you say, trying to get off the ground. Yeah, playing with, you know, fucking with insane. You know what I'm saying? And I come up with the name, and all my homies, like Mr. B and all of them, they was in there, they was like, oh man, that shit sound cool, that's for white folks. And then he was the first one, when, like I say, went to juvenile hall, he used it.
What did Insane say when you found found out that boy D LOC started Grave Yard Crips?
When he come to the hood, we never really discussed that, but he would always stop through or whatever. If we have problems, he come. And he know, but he knew everybody. Everybody knows it. He's his family. He got a brother, Big Tony T, sister Angela. They lived right there for years.
It sounds like Insane's an honorary Grave Yard Crip.
Absolutely. He still. That's where the insane Santa Monica. You know they say insane Monica gang. That's insane shit, man. A lot of people don't know that, bro. That's a true story.
So now you kind of answered my question indirectly, since Insane had that influence on you through his Santa Monica connections. Grave Yard Crips, claiming 3 times, came through that same direction.
Absolutely. You got it on right there, that part. Yes, sir.
Back then, when you guys were claiming 3 times, what did it mean back then? Where did it come from? What's the origins of that?
Just like, it was like gangsters, you know, they put the PBG, they had the G on ours. We didn't have it, put the G on ours. 17th and then 21st, that's where we put the 3 times in, because we was always on 21st, like they decided to say 3, you know, that's where that came from.
So, you're kicking off this Grave Yard Crip movement in Santa Monica, and there's no black gang before that. So it's safe to say you guys kind of like started a new gang within Santa Monica 13's territory?
Yes, sir. Yeah. I would agree, because Santa Monica 13, before they was even really like, you know, like I say, we all grew up together. You know what I'm saying? Smiley, Midget, rest in peace. I can go on naming a lot of the essay guys, but we all hung out in space courts together.
Yeah, who were some of the main Santa Monica 13s when you were growing up?
Oh, man, Smiley, Benny. He had to go to man. It was like my best friend. We used to fight. When he see me, we fight the B13. Me and him fighting him at the mall when the mall opened up in '82. Down here, you know, Benny, man. I got to say Smiley and Midget, Jesse Zavalas. You know, they Jesse Zavalas, Goyle and Hector. They was brothers, and they was from 17th Street, but they lived over here, which the youngsters start calling it the back hood. Now, when I first got out the pen, I was like, one of my young homies. He was like, "Can you take me home?" I was like, "Where you live at?" He said, "In the back hood." I'm like, "I'm not going to no motherfucking Compton or Watts. I know it's a back hood, one of them, right?" He was like, "No, over here." I was like, "Nigga, where did that come up?" You know what I mean? And to say that, Jesse Zavalas and him was the first Mexicans that's in Santa Monica that I could say the Sawtell shot their house up. My house was the first house in Santa Monica. We moved out of Santa Monica. My mom moved us out of here. And like, because the Shoreline shot our house up a couple times. They could have really, I don't know, they could have really got us if they was about the business like that. You feel me? Because they came right there when we was right there, you know what I mean?
Sitting reminiscing about the days of way back. Big kid dollar folders, gun holders with the gym on the rollers. Keep taking the fire, but the stone shots don't make dollars. It don't make sense. With the color handkerchief hanging up my back pocket. Sitting reminiscing about the days of way back. Rich rolling, never strolling. Same niggas come, same niggas go.